Yes, go ahead.
You mentioned that Jamar is a volunteer consultant, and that because he's not getting salary, I guess people are feeling that there's no reason for accountability. And yet there is reason for you to be very, very careful whenever you have a consultant, whether volunteer or not, because that consultant influences the board, and that consultant has a lot of power in the work that you're doing. And so I think it's important for the community to understand the process by which you hire or you appoint anyone. And I think that was the point of the question. But I wanted to make the point that just because someone is volunteer does not mean that they're not exercising power.
I understand.
Thank you.
We explained in the last board meeting that Jamar was going to be working through to the authorization. We also will have an admin person that will be available at least 3 days a week helping the organization, which is everything we indicated in the last meeting.
And how will that person be hired? I think what people are saying to you, Trapeta, is you've had 4 directors, 3 of them, no one knew how they were hired. And so now people are very tense about the process. And you keep talking about the process, so it's important to share that.
Can I just make a point just to get beyond this? You know, we've had 4 directors. How many directors has the Mount Airy bid had? Do you know?
3 Mount Airy bid. 4. Well, we've been around 10 years. I've been
in that 10 years, how many?
2.
4.
I can name them.
At least 4.
Okay.
How
well,
about
you were around 5 years.
How about Chestnut Hill?
But Cindy, I'm not talking about how many.
No, I understand that.
I'm talking about how.
I understand that, but I just want to really put it into some context.
Yeah, but that's 10 years, 4 people who were hired in an open process. I was there.
And there's been change. There's been visible.
And what I'm asking you to be clear about is having an open process. Excuse me. My point is not who you hire, it's how you hire. And I've heard a lot of complaints about how the hiring has happened. And so I'm just making certain people know from a legal standpoint, the person in this position has power. And whether you have 10 directors, if they're hired openly, no one can complain.
Right. It's our fault.
I'm sorry.
It's never advertised.
Yeah, Jamar was the interim director, so he wasn't the director. And I do want to say I've worked in nonprofits for over 25 years, and directors come and go. That's no excuse. Most of the organizations in Germantown have had different directors.
I'm not talking about
I understand what you're saying.
Okay,
I really do understand.
Let's stay relevant.
But I want to stay relevant too, but you know, I've sat in these meetings many, many times. I've been a part of many organizations in Germantown. I'm looking at the faces that look like mine around the table, and I'm trying to understand why every time there are faces that look like mine around the table, that there's a venom. There's always an extra piece that comes with it. I've never experienced, I mean, we're answering your question, every time it's the same question over and over again.
Peter, David Rose was hired without any open process.
Just hold on, I just want to be clear, because this is something that we don't
But it's got nothing to do with race, and I really
never said the word. I never said looks like
you. Said looks like
I want to
you. That's race
know
bait.
why.
This looks like a very diverse crowd right here.
Yeah,
This is very
That's
diverse.
race
Looks
bait to
like
say
it.
that we are
It looks
venom.
like it. It looks like it. Don't mean
Venom?
it is. Looks like it, but don't mean it is.
Yeah, but nobody's talking about
Blacks
race.
are more racist.
I actually am, because I'm trying to understand this.
Oh, when they look like you, is that race?
I think we're off topic here. Look, this is the bottom line. Do people want to get down with this or not? Do you want to help with this or not?
Yes.
Do we want to make it successful or not?
Yes.
That's the bottom line. That's all that matters.